Here's how to replace an electric water heater. Actually, if you're just not getting hot water, it could be a damaged heating element. But water on the floor means you'll need a new tank. The data label on your current tank has size and energy specifications, which are helpful to know when buying a new water heater. First, check your home's water pressure with a pressure gauge on your outdoor spigot. 50 to 60 psi is ideal. If psi is higher than 80, you can lower it with a pressure-reducing valve installed after the main water shutoff. An inline pressure gauge and a thermal expansion tank are good to have too. The expansion tank helps alleviate excess pressure in the lines. You can install an expansion tank easily with push-fit fittings. They simply slide onto the pipe, no soldering needed. And to remove, use the simple removal tool. If you decide to solder, deburr, and clean the pipes and fittings. Apply soldering paste and assemble. Then heat the fitting and solder. The expansion tank pressure must be the same as the main water pressure. Use a hand air pump to increase the pressure or depress the valve to lower it. To remove the old water heater, turn off the electricity at the circuit breaker. Check that the power is off with a voltage detector. Use tape to mark how the wires are connected and disconnect. Open a faucet on hot and let it run until the water is cool. Now shut off the cold water supply and connect a garden hose to the drain valve. Open the valve and empty the tank into buckets or a drain. Opening a hot water faucet can help the tank drain faster. When the tank is empty, remove the discharge pipe from the temperature and pressure relief valve, also called the T&P relief valve. Disconnect the water supply pipes. If you have to cut them, leave them as long as possible. Then remove the old tank. To install the new tank, set it in a drain pan. Avoid possible flooding by routing to a drain. The T&P relief valve opens when temperature and pressure are too high. Install the discharge pipe on the valve to direct the water toward a drain. If you don't have a drain, place a bucket under the pipe and cut the pipe to no more than 6 inches above the bucket. Hooking up the water is easy with a flexible hose kit, and it's recommended for earthquake safety. Apply plumber's tape on the threads of the heat trap nipples and attach the hoses. Some areas require dielectric fittings to reduce corrosion between two different metals. Add plumber's tape to the connector body threads. Secure it to the hose, then hold the hose up to the pipe. It should have a little slack. Mark and cut the pipe. Remove the burrs and slide the compression nut onto the pipe. Push the pipe into the fitting and tighten the nut. If required by code, install seismic straps to help prevent earthquake damage. They brace the water tank against the wall to avoid toppling over. Next, remove the aerator from the nearest faucet and open the hot side. Turn on the cold water supply and check your connections for leaks. If everything is good, continue filling the tank. When water runs from the faucet, the tank is full. Let it run for about 3 minutes to empty air out of the tank. The tank must be completely full before connecting the wiring to avoid dry firing, which ruins the heating elements. To connect the wiring, remove the junction box cover and attach the ground wire to the green ground screw. Using the previous connections as a guide, twist the wires together with wire connectors. Replace the cover and turn on the power. If you don't have power, turn off the circuit breaker and check your connections. Follow your manufacturer's operation instructions. It might take several hours to initially heat the water. 120 degrees Fahrenheit is recommended. After a few hours, check the discharge pipe. A dripping pipe usually means the pressure is too high. Turn it down below 80 psi. Also, if a faucet stops working after installation, take out the aerator and clean it, and then run hot water to remove loose sediment. And now you'll be able to enjoy hot water for many years. Want more great ideas and how-tos? Go to lowes.com/how-to or click to subscribe. Next, learn how to install a pedestal sink.